What's up, Schmoedown fans? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. I'm Star Wars champion Andrew Dimalanta.
And I'm Star Wars competitor Nicki Dimalanta.
Thank you for doing it right.
Thanks.
5 big matches to go over this week.
Yeah.
We don't get any, it doesn't get any easier from here because it's 6 matches next week, apparently.
Yeah, that's a lot next
week. So much next week. But we have a lot to go over. I don't think there's anything of note to talk about this week. I don't think anything big happened.
I mean, the singles brackets were revealed.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit here and read 32 or however many names it is.
You'll get our opinions on the matchups when they happen.
There you go. And
just too much.
There's plenty of, if you want to listen to somebody talk about 32 people in a bracket
and give their predictions,
I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that will. Yeah. And you can listen to them.
That's not, we don't give predictions on this show.
Oh, no. No, we don't want to do that to the competitor.
Unless there's somebody that we really want to lose, we'll pick them.
I think it would backfire in that case. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I would love to do that one time, but no. I'm not going to.
Anyways, let's go in and jump into the first match.
We got an IG match. We got ourselves a rematch.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We've got Brandon, the Hitman Hannah of the Stars versus Saul the Den.
Coming off of that #1 contender match, lost to your boy, Amaru Moses.
That is correct. Mm-hmm. And this is what, their second meetup here? Mm-hmm. What happened the first time?
Hannah won.
There you go. Round 1.
There you go.
There you go. Brendan missed a question about, I always do this. Brandon, yeah. I always do like Brandon Meyer and Brendan Hannah. Oh, God. Brandon missed a question about I, Frankenstein. They both missed a question about Age of Extinction.
Yeah, it was a line from the movie, I believe. Either a line or a tagline.
And then something about Age of Ultron?
Yes.
2 ages of?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's interesting. Anyway, wait. No. What? By the end of round 1, it was a tie?
How's that possible?
That can't be right.
It can't be right. We'll see. Oh, well, you don't get a score for this one round.
Well, if it's a tie, then I must have missed another question that they missed. I got something wrong. I messed something up somewhere. And this match happened long enough ago that I don't have a guess. I thought it was tied, so maybe I just missed a note that somebody missed something else, or like Saul missed something else. I don't know. I think it's tied going into round 2. Mm-hmm. Saul goes. He spins away from Mixed Bag, and he understandably, and he gets Spider-Man. He goes to multiple choice one time.
Spider-Man.
It was missed. No steal. A 2-point miss. Also, no steal.
One of these was Into the Spider-Verse. And I was like, oof.
Oh, yeah.
Big miss.
I feel like that was the 2-point miss.
I think it was a 2-point miss, yeah.
Brandon goes. He spins away from DC. He gets scores and soundtracks.
And we do have to note that Saul's the Den, never mind. No, Hannah. Hannah's being managed by
Chrissy
V, not Roxy Star, because she is unavailable.
That is true.
At the moment.
That is true at that moment in time. I don't know. She might be back soon.
She's being too busy being a movie star.
So he went to multiple choice once, missed it. It got stolen. A 2-point miss. It got stolen. But there was a challenge because I guess it was which Star Trek composer also wrote music for 1987's Superman, The Quest for Peace. I don't remember what the answer was, but Saul said a thing.
Yeah.
He said a person's name, and Brandon went for it because why wouldn't you?
And I get why, because before we discussed it while they're deliberating, I was like, yeah, I agree with Hannah, because it's like, I think of the way I perceived the question is like, yeah, I can see where he's getting confused. I totally side with Hannah. Take that shot. That's a great challenge. But then you explained the wording of the question, the challenge to me. I was like, oh, yeah.
Because I think the way you received it was which Star Trek composer composed Superman Quest for Peace or something like that.
No, what when I hear Star Trek composer, I mean he scored a film.
Okay.
But he scored a piece of music that's been used in every single Star Trek movie or something like that.
But yeah, that was
song or something.
That was the meat and potatoes behind this question, was that it was just somebody who contributed to Star Trek and contributed to Superman Quest for Peace, not like composed the whole shebang.
I think he composed Superman movie. He contributed to Star Trek.
It says he wrote music for Superman.
Oh. Well, then let him listen to me.
Yeah.
But in either case, the way after you explained it, was like, oh yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it was just the wording wasn't even tricky. It was just you had to just pay attention.
Yeah, you had to pay attention. I wasn't fully listening to the question and didn't understand what they were going for at the moment. I was like, oh,
but it was. I think it was a fine challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you go for it? You for a second were like, yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a great challenge.
That's a great challenge. But I wasn't surprised when it was overturned, and it was overturned. So Saul kept the points.
Kept the points.
By
Big
the
steal.
end of round 2, it is now 12-16 in favor of Saul. Round 3, 2-pointer for Brandon. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Who voiced Leonardo in 2014's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Johnny Knoxville?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Wow. 3-pointer for Brandon. DC in Catwoman. Patience Phillips works in what department of the cosmetics company Hedare Beauty? Art. The art department. He missed it. I think he said perfume. And I think that was a mistake you made too, that you hear cosmetics company and you're thinking like department store cosmetics, like, oh, they work in makeup and perfume.
Yeah.
Like it was like a company.
Me and Brandon Hannah were like on the same wavelength apparently on this one. I was like,
it seemed so.
Yeah.
But the answer was art and he did miss it. 5-pointer for Brandon. Transformers. In the best Transformers film, The Last Night. What is the name of Isabella's small robotic friend? I've never seen it, but I do know that Andrew went to go see it at one point and said that it was hot garbage.
It was hot garbage, yes.
And you got a shirt from the premiere too.
Yeah, because it was on like I watched it at IMAX, and they gave us out. They always do that for IMAX. They give you a special little gift, and I was like, yeah, I'm never wearing this.
I remember
use this cleaning rag.
They were like, this was
it was
garbage.
I'm not wearing it. 2, it was like a size too small.
Yeah.
And I'm a small guy anyway, so I was like, what?
I think we got rid of it.
Yeah. Might have donated it or something.
The answer was Squeaks. He did unfortunately miss it. So with that, 14-15 in favor of Saul, taking home a TK.
Another one.
Oh.
Wowie.
This was a tough match.
This was, I remember after I watched it, this was an ugly match for both competitors. Because like we expected Saul to be like, coming out like, I'm not missing a single freaking question in this match. And Hannah, we hadn't seen in a while, so I expected him to like, not the best showing in his last match. I was expecting things to be cleaned up here and there, but they kept missing left and right, steals, had missed opportunities, steals and stuff. But
yeah,
because like you can automatically look at this and it's like, oh man, Saul TKO'd somebody, and it's like, well, you look at the match, and he would probably admit himself, like, yeah, this was an ugly match for me.
He probably did in the post-match interview. He probably said so much. I don't remember, but from what we've seen about Saul, he takes his game seriously.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to go ahead and assume he's going to not be like, I'm satisfied with that win. Like, he's obviously happy it happened.
Yeah, that's the mark of good players is like, yeah, I'm glad I got the win, but man, I got to brush up because this was there's some really like uncharacteristic mistakes that I've made in the past couple rounds. So.
Yeah. But the other thing, like I know I've said this before, but like my perception of a difficult question and an easy question, in my opinion, I feel is very skewed and effed up thanks to Star Wars.
Yeah.
So
because of the division you compete in.
For all we'll watch, we were watching Toy Story the other day and we were watching Toy Story 4.
4, yeah.
And it started with that like make-believe scene with like the train heist.
That's 3.
Oh, was that 3?
That was 3.
It started with that train heist. And I was like, ooh, what's the number on the front of that train? But I was like, no, that's a Star Wars type question. Why would they ever ask that?
There's a couple that came out.
It's 93, by the way, I think.
We were watching because we were our daughter is totally into Toy Story now.
Really into Pixar.
Yeah, but most specifically Toy Story. I'm like, yes. Awesome franchise to love. But like we were watching all of them and like, oh, what is Buzz called tape? It's a fantastic 5-pointer. What is the name of Bonnie's kindergarten teacher? I'm like, God, that's got to be a freaking 5-pointer.
The name of the daycare that they
name of the daycare, yeah.
Sunnyside,
yeah.
I think. Yeah, no, it's we are messed up.
Yeah,
for like,
oh man, that'd be a great question, and it's like they would never ask that.
How we perceive difficulty. Like, by the way, Toy Story.
Love it. So good. We were.
Why am I out here crying?
Yeah, we were both
watching
crying
Toy Story.
at the end of Toy Story 3, which is it's a big like moment for especially people our age, because I remember when the first Toy Story came out, I was young.
Yeah.
So it's like I grew up with Andy, and like when that film came out, I was like, I think we were still in college. I was like,
I remember having a Woody toy and writing Andy on the bottom. Not even my own freaking name. What an idiot.
You put Andy? Yeah. I put Drew on the bottom.
I wrote Andy on the bottom.
Did you put the backwards N?
I don't know. Probably. If I had to guess.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like this character of Andy and the toys was like emotional because we're going through the same like story as Andy. We're all in college.
Yeah.
And you had to give up some things. Like, I still have a box of toys that I played with when I was a kid in my parents' house. But my mom refused to throw them away.
I never saw 2 or 3 or 4 until very recently, now that she's watching them and enjoying them. So I'm like watching 3 for the first time. Yeah. And like the end of the movie starts happening. It was the one where Andy gives his toys to the little girl, that's Bonnie
3.
Or whatever her name is. That's 3?
That's the end of 3.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He was like giving her all the background of all the toys as he gave them to her, and I'm over here like we're both sitting on the couch, like on different ends of the couch, and I'm over here like,
trying to hide it from me,
and like the credits roll, and I look over like, Pixar got me crying in the club right now. Why?
And I'm like, what, you baby?
What?
Stop crying.
What a baby. I'm over here like boo-hooing.
Yeah, Pixar is like. The writers just know how to get you because, like, The Good Dinosaur, not like the best Pixar film, but God, I
remember it made me cry.
Bawling my eyes out on an airplane to Korea.
Yeah, I was crying on the plane. Yeah. Absolutely. We got there by talking about question difficulty. Train 93 and Toy Story 3. No. For all I know, because my perception of question difficulty is
very skewed,
ruined. So for all I know, these IG questions were like tough.
Yeah.
And they probably were because it's a tournament match, right?
Yeah, I got like 3 out of the entire match.
I got 0. So that's how that goes for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel bad because I feel like if you have a performance like this, people are like, I'm pretty sure Brandon Hanna got some flack for this because I I saw some kind of thing on Twitter about like people saying his career and whatever, and it's like whatever. Like unless you're playing into the role that he's like a bad guy or whatever. Yeah. But tough matches happen.
Yeah.
I would love to ask other people that are more well versed in IG, like, what'd you think of that match? What do you think of the question difficulty? And if they're like, nah, it was a tough match.
Yeah.
People are a little bit too used to perfection now.
Especially in the specialist divisions.
Exactly.
When you get to like the high level of competitors, it's like, if you don't go perfect, you're terrible.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, they missed a question?
Oh my God. What?
Yeah. They're a human being. But yeah, it wasn't the prettiest of matches. Yeah. It wasn't the prettiest of TKOs. But it still happened. It still counts. Still on his record.
Yeah.
And now we see Saul going against, do you know off the top of your brain?
I can't remember the top of my brain.
I think I have it in my album. If I look on Twitzer right here, we gonna have Saul versus the winner of Chance Ellison moves Haas.
That's right.
Because that's the right side of the bracket. Because we already know about the left side of the bracket. We already talked about those, right? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
So we've already got Parker versus Irwin.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. So yeah, I mean,
either one of those, and Ellison is having a hell of a year. I mean,
and we'll get to that later on.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit,
but tough match for Saul, tough match for Brandon, definitely.
Yeah,
but
and what can you do?
Oh, exactly. What can you do? A player like Saul, he's not going to take this. I know we said this about the Amaru match too, but sometimes it takes a little shaking to really wake you up, kind of thing. And maybe this was the shake Saul needed.
Yeah, and for all we know, he probably was like, he came into this, I'm totally prepared, and then just got a whole bunch of questions like, well, I obviously have to hit the books again because I got some questions that I just didn't know.
Exactly. So, you're not going to know a blind spot until it's put on blast in front of the entire Schmoedown community. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know that he necessarily displayed a blind spot, one specific thing.
Yeah.
But, I'm pretty sure he's going to be well motivated now.
Oh, yeah.
Yet again. And I know Brandon Hanna's not done. I think he has fun doing this.
Yeah, I mean,
so I'm sure he's not going to go away. People love to hate him. He loves to do the things that get the people to hate him.
He feels to me like, and especially in this passionate match, he feels a little bit more relaxed. Like he's found his groove where he needs to be, because before like that, it's like, yeah, his name's Hitman. He came out in that suit and like all this
gloves and like
the
names.
Gloves, the snappy, like I'm better than everybody type of talk. But then this season he kind of turns a bit,
just lightens up a little.
Up a bit, and it seems like he's more comfortable in this space than he was before. And I think, again, this was a tough match for him, but I think this is more. I would love to see him more in this space and competing in the future. So,
as far as character goes,
yeah, because he feels more. I think he seems more relaxed in this character than he did in the Hitman persona. Because I don't know. So,
yeah. So
next match,
they're not all beautiful, but it happened. Next match, we got ourselves a round 1 matchup in the singles tournament. David Del Rio of the Dungeon versus Lightning Liz Shannon Miller of the Usual Suspects.
Wow, this has second, third round energy, not first round energy. Are you kidding me?
David Del Rio, with the way he came out in his last match.
Oh yeah,
Lord. Round 1. David missed a question about John Cho. Was that Searching?
Oh yeah,
good movie.
Oh,
because I think he said John Chu.
John Chu, he spelled U instead of O.
Close.
Oh my god! But this movie did not get the attention that I think it deserved. It was a phenomenal movie, and it came out. I think it got buried by Crazy Rich Asians.
I think so.
And I wish the same people that championed that movie should have turned around, walked back into the theater, and watched this one.
Exactly.
Because it was great to have a full cast of Asians displaying the Chinese culture and everything. But I always like seeing movies like this one, where it's like an average dude just happens to be Asian.
It just happens to be starring an Asian family.
Yeah, and the daughter wasn't like, chess club violin playing Asian girl. Just a normal Asian kid, just trying to be a kid.
Just so happened to be. It wasn't a movie centered on like
the Asian culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, hey, look how Asian we are. It's
exactly. It was just like
it was a father who was concerned and searching for his daughter.
I wish that was a bit more normal.
Yeah,
for that to be
a thing in Hollywood. Yeah.
And
then the gimmick itself was.
Get there.
I was worried about the gimmick. It worked perfectly.
No, it was a really good movie.
Such a good movie.
I think I even saw the whole thing. It was good. Yeah. They both missed a question about Talladega Nights.
Oh yeah.
And then Liz missed a question about Tony Scott. 6-6 tie after round 1. Round 2, David goes. He spins Amy Adams, keeps it. Multiple choice 1 time, got it. Great round 2. Liz goes. She spins away from monster movies, gets the 2000s. Multiple choice once, got it. 13-13. Excellent round 2s for both. Heading into round 3, tied up. 2-pointer for David Del Rio. Comedies. Who plays the title character of Sarah Marshall in Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Kristen Bell. Got
her. She's so funny.
I don't really see much with her in it.
Her and her husband are hilarious.
He's funny.
Yeah.
Dax Shepard, yeah.
Almost
said Dax.
Shut up.
Shut up. Base my fist in your face. Shut up. I still haven't seen that movie. I just know that part. Idiocracy. I really need to see that movie. I think it might be right up my alley.
Yeah.
2-pointer for Liz. Coming of age. Ethan Embry, Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Seth Green all appear in 1998 coming of age teen comedy. Can't Hardly Wait. Got it. 3-pointer for David. Black Cinema. Charles Stone III directed Nick Cannon and Zoe Saldana in this 2002, I think. Coming of age comedy set at a university. Drumline. Got it.
Good movie.
Never seen it. 3-pointer for Liz. Fantasy sci-fi. What 80s film from director Jim Henson had the tagline where everything seems possible and nothing is what it seems? She made me a little nervous on this one, but she got it. Labyrinth. Got it. All right, all down to the 5s. 5-pointer for David, 2000s. In what 2000 comedy will you see a fictional rapper turned actor?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, is that right? Named Al Pacino. Advertise the energy drink Booty Sweat. Hilarious name for an energy drink. Also kind of gross. I mean...
Tropic Thunder.
And
yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
5-pointer for Liz. Disney. What famous sitcom actor voices the role of Mr. Litwack, owner of Litwack's Family Fun Center and Arcade in both Wreck-It Ralph films? Ed O'Neill. Is that the guy who plays Al Bundy? I feel like some people were like, Al Bundy strikes again. I don't know if that's his name. I could be way off base. Anyways, she did miss it. With that, 18-22 in favor of David Del Rio taking it home and advancing to the second round.
Del Rio's on a roll right now. Come on, he's playing fantastic. And for Liz, it just came down to a top 5.
I know.
And we have to talk about because people are talking like, oh God, that 5 that Del Rio got, come on, man. And it's like, let's look at it. It's easy for me to pull because I have the mind for trivia and I've seen the movie like 2 or 3 times, and Booty Sweat's kind of hard to forget.
Yeah.
But look at the context of the film. It's mentioned a handful of times. It's a fleeting thing in the film. It's gone as quickly as you see it. To somebody that hasn't seen the film, that's probably a tough 5-pointer.
Probably.
It's something that you would have, something you would only know by watching the film.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's a plot, and it's a plot driven thing.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it was categorized as a 5-pointer. So again, subjectivity of the question. If you didn't see the movie, it's probably hard to pull. If you saw the movie, it's like,
yeah, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Duh.
So, and there's people in there like, yeah, I've seen Tropic Thunder 3 times. I didn't know the answer to that question.
That's shocking to me. I've seen it, I think, once, and I was like, Booty Sweat, come on. It's Tropic Thunder.
So,
but it all comes down to subjectivity.
So, but this is one of these matches for Liz. It's not, you can't really point it to one thing other than just didn't know the 5.
No, because
that's all it really was.
They were like mirroring each other the whole match.
Yeah, because like you say, oh, if I only would have gotten that 1 in the first, or I didn't check down. It's like, no, you needed to hit the 5. No matter what happened in the previous rounds, you didn't hit the 5, you didn't win. You wouldn't win. Even
if she hadn't checked down to multiple choice, I think she still would have come up short by like 1 point.
Yeah. So it's unfortunate because Liz has been playing really good in the teams, and it's just she had an amazing run last season in the tournament. And it sucks to see her go out in the first round.
Yeah.
But I mean, what do? You hit a 5-pointer that just gets you in a blind spot. You just don't know it. That's happened to me several times.
Yeah.
So
it sucks, but we know we get to see Liz shortly because I'm pretty sure we get to see Lightning Time
final exam
coming up here pretty soon for a team's #1 contender match. So she's not going away anytime soon, and we all know that she's a fantastic competitor.
Absolutely.
She didn't get run out of the room in this one. She was right there with him the whole time. It just came down to 1 question.
Yeah, and there was a couple like in their past couple matches, there was like clear like, oh man, I wish they would have done this, wish they would have done that, like just slip ups and stuff. I don't think she displayed any of that in this one. It was just like we said, it just came down to a dumb question. 5-point question that she just couldn't pull.
Exactly. But David, man, well, watch his career with great interest.
Oh yeah, and it was in that drop from the den and the pickup by the dungeon. David Del Rio did not need to go to the dungeon of all places. No. That was the one place that didn't need him.
No. Yeah.
So it's like that.
You wonder what was the rationale behind that.
I would love to get like the skinny on that. Like what went behind the thought process of dropping Dave Del Rio? Period. Like what went into that? Because the den is struggling in the singles and teams division. And they're doing better in the IG in Star Wars, right. But the core of your team, of your faction in teams and singles, you're really struggling there. And you had a player that is really succeeding right now.
And he's always been a strong
Yeah, he's been a strong, that's what I'm saying.
The only detriment to him is that we just haven't seen him as much as other people. Yeah. Maybe that's why people forgot. But he took Chance Ellison down to the wire last season, right?
That's season.
Worth something this season.
It was this season, right?
No,
it was this. Was it last season or this season? God, this year has been so long.
I'm pretty sure that was last season.
Really?
Because wasn't his first match after he got dropped from the den?
Was it? Somebody
got picked up by the dungeon.
I'm confusing my seasons.
I'm relatively very sure that Chance match happened last season. Remember people were like saying, "Oh, that lady's buzzing around in the background."
Maybe. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah.
They'll let us know in the comments.
No, I'm pretty sure that was last season.
But either way, yeah. But still, it's not like he's getting run out of the room, getting knocked out every which way. It's like
no, he's performing well.
The guy's good.
We haven't seen him as much.
Just don't have a lot of tape on him. So,
yeah. And that's kind of what makes him a little scary, a little bit of a dark horse here. Mm-hmm. But I would need to pull up. The bracket is huge, so I would need to pull that up to see who he plays next.
We'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah. So our next match, we have another round 1 match. This one was in the Scum and Villainy.
Scum and Villainy, that's right.
Drop by there if you're in the LA area.
I know I will.
One day.
Star Wars themed bar.
One day when we are, we will.
Best believe I'm going there.
Oh, best believe. Drew, the Godfather, Drew McQueen of The Usual Suspects versus the tyrant, Ty Lieberman of the Finstock Exchange. Round 1. They both missed a question. They both missed the first question.
Oh, yeah.
About Lego Batman. They both missed a question about Jamie Lee Curtis. They both missed a question about Charlie Day. Ty missed a question about The World's End. By the end of round 1, 4-5 in favor of Drew McQueen.
Close match, man.
Close match, but also
like a lot of misses.
A lot of misses.
Very uncharacteristic character, especially from Drew McQueen.
Yeah.
So, and I think Ty is coming off of a loss in both a managerial standpoint and who did he face last? I can't remember. But he's coming off a loss as well, which I think he really liked that because he looked real good in his first, and then his second one he's kind of like, oh, you guys like.
Did he go after, or was it Frankie Alvarez?
Was that
Lieberman's last match? I don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't even know.
There's so many matches, so many people to keep track of, so many factions to keep track of.
Yeah. Round 2. Ty goes first. He spins famous actors and actresses. Keeps it. Multiple choice twice. Got them both. Drew goes. He spins away from wrestlers in film. Gets John Carpenter.
Oof.
Multiple choice one time. Got it right. 10-12 in favor of Drew McQueen now. Round 3. 2-pointer for Ty. Scores and soundtracks. What classic Disney film features songs? Hi diddle dee dee. And I've got no strings. Oh, Pinocchio. Got it. 2-pointer for Drew. Crime.
She's back.
She's back big time, baby. Who stars as the main character Earl Stone in the film The Mule? Clint Eastwood.
Eastwood, get on my lawn or
Got
whatever.
Does he actually say that in the movie?
He's in this one movie.
Damn kids.
Something like that. I can't remember what the title
Out of my yard.
Yeah, something like that. Where he pulls a shotgun at a bunch of people or something like that. I can't remember what the title is.
I don't know.
He's been in so many movies and directed so many movies.
3-pointer for Ty. Biopics. Which Community actor plays record executive Ray Foster? Oh, that's not right. Community probably got
comedy. I was like, Community.
I was like, Community. We're referencing TV shows now. That was supposed to be comedy. Or comedic actor, maybe. Speech to text strikes again. Which comedic actor plays record executive Ray Foster in the film Bohemian Rhapsody?
Mike Myers.
Got it.
Come on, who didn't know that?
3-pointer for Drew. Disaster. Who plays the mayor of Dante's Peak, Washington? Rachel Wando in Dante's Peak. That's a confusing read. Linda Hamilton. Got it. She's Linda Hamilton. Terminator.
Yes.
She was holding on to the fence, turned into a bloody skeleton with the fire.
Yes.
Terminator 2.
Yes. What's the character's name?
Not Linda Hamilton, because that's her real name.
Yes.
John Carter is the boy. No, not John Carter. That's a movie. I need to find. Oh man, it's not Carter.
Connor.
John Connor. Oh man, I wish I could have gotten there with my own. John Connor. And she's his mom. So Sarah Connor.
There you go. You got there.
Call me.
Eventually.
Put me in the tournament.
In the Star Wars tournament, you are. Did you forget?
Wait, kill my vibe. Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor herself, mother of John Connor. Got it. 5-pointer for Ty. Sports. What 1991 sports comedy featuring Sinbad? What year is it? 1991, apparently. Follows the fictional college football team, the Texas State Fighting Armadillos. Cool name. Necessary Roughness. Got it.
Never heard of that.
Never heard of it. 5-pointer for Drew. Thrillers. Journalist Cal McCaffrey investigates the murder of a congressman's mistress, walking headlong into a massive cover-up in what 2009 film featuring Russell Crowe and Helen Mirren? State of Play. He missed it. And with that, 17-20 in favor of Ty, advancing into the second round of the singles tournament.
Yeah, and it's just another one of these for the suspects where it's like it came down to the 5. Yeah, that's all it really came down to. It's like, yeah, there's a bunch of misses in the first. he was up coming out of the second and just
he was up coming out of the first and the second.
Yeah.
And then just a tough 5. And it's heartbreaking because
you saw Sam in the background.
Yes. Like, I know Sam's never going to come back, but like
if he did,
I feel like he'd drop right in. Yeah. Just like JTE has.
Yeah. Cause he hasn't been away from the game. He knows how it works now. He's been managing players, and even
apart from that, the man just knows his movies. Cause like if you go back and rewatch Drew getting his 5-pointer, I feel like four words into the question and you see Sam in the back, like nodding his head. And it's like, oh, if only this was an above the line match, they would have won. Oh, and you can see Sam in the background.
It's possible for next season.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh, it is. It'd be possible. Yeah.
It's possible. It's not gonna happen. But you just see him in the background, and you know he knows it, and you know that the minute Drew said the answer he said, that Sam was like, oh, there it goes. So that was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And also, Drew's just a sweet guy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like how much time does he have to dedicate? Because he's a busy dude. From my understanding, he's a really busy guy.
From what I can
tell. Who isn't?
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't have the time to dedicate to this, especially in certain divisions, like you're not going to you'll make it far, but you won't get to where you want to be if you don't really dedicate. Like, set aside at least 4 hours a day just to prepare for stuff. Like, not like, 4 hours is like, and now like 20 minutes here.
Oh, okay.
Because 4 hours of straight studying.
Depends on what you're doing and what's coming up. If you're doing that all the time, every day, when you don't have a match,
if you're at the level of a Drew McQueenie or a title shot contender or some of that level, if you're not setting aside time every day to like just keep the wheels greased, it's tough to get 5s.
But that's just an assumption.
Yeah, it's an assumption.
It seems like Drew is a very busy man. I don't know. That's just a guess. I have no idea. If you asked him, he'd probably be like, no, I prepared for this match like everything else. It was just a 5 I didn't know. It just slipped past me. Who knows? But it sucks because, I would love to have seen a McQueenie Bibiani match.
Oh, that would have
been really cool.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? It happens. Ty got by on this one.
Yeah. And I don't know what is Ty didn't like. I don't know if it's the digital versus the studio, because his character work didn't seem as, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, he was like, every time he would compete in a digital space, it's like, this guy's got it, his character locked down, he's messing with people. I
thought he was doing it the whole time.
He was, but it didn't seem the same to me. I think it might have been,
it's different
for the studio, because like, I remember speculating his last match, that whole whine thing, putting the cup down really loudly.
Yeah.
If that was intentional or not. You can't do that in a studio match.
Well, yeah, the medium makes it different. You can't do the same thing.
I think that's probably what it was, because like,
that's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're sitting in front of a camera and they are staring at you, you can do whatever you want. You can knock around on anything. But when you're standing side by side, you can't force them to be staring at you the whole time.
Yeah.
If they don't want to look at you, they don't even have to see you. So it does make it completely different. If you're trying to get into somebody's head, digital versus in person, because they could just absolutely ignore you.
Yeah. I think that's more. I think this is more on me as the viewer than the competitor doing the character work, if that makes sense.
No.
So it's more on me than it's not on anything that Ty's doing.
Because he was definitely he was doing it. He was in it the whole time, and I love how comfortable he seems.
Yeah.
And how just his first season, like he just like drops right into it.
Yeah.
And it's great to see. He's a fun character, and he knows his stuff. Well, he's got a tough match ahead of him.
Yeah, I mean, to get past McQueenie is real impressive. But the way Bibiani's been playing lately, he was one of those players who was like, can Bibiani get to another level? Apparently he can.
So Ty's next match here is going up against William the Beast Bibiani in round 2 of the singles tournament. That's going to be a tough one for Ty.
Yeah.
You want to talk about a true test? You got it. So there it is. I mean, McQueenie was a true test.
It was a big test.
But if you want to keep leveling up, whoa.
Yeah, the further you get.
And if oh my God. Remember when Jacob London went against Bibiani and it was like, oh, what happens if?
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Yet another what happens if?
Yeah.
So that's going to be and I would only assume it might be like a studio match because I think I don't know. I assume everybody's in LA.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be a whole different subject, and now, especially now that with the COVID restrictions ramping up again, and we don't know if we'll get another studio match again. Because like at first it was like, yeah, all right, cool, we're back in studio, but now it's like, oh shoot, all these variants.
That's what makes me worried about Spectacular too.
Well, Spectacular is so far out
ways away,
that
but
we can
still,
get a more of a handle on it. But now it's
we as a whole society of people are quite dumb. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens. We still got time, but it makes me a little nervous.
Yeah,
it's still being planned.
Get
but
that third shot if it comes available, people.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah, no, McQueenie, sad to see that this is the end for him. But we do get to see him again in the teams tournament. I believe he's teamed up with Miss Forbetti.
That's true.
So I forget what their team name is. How embarrassing for me. But yeah, this is not the end of Drew McQueenie.
Yeah, his season's not over.
I'm really excited to know that we still get to see him this season, guaranteed.
Yes.
And as for Ty, got your work cut out for you, my man.
Yes, and yeah, if you manage to pull off because I would classify this as a slight upset because everyone was like that. Drew McQueenie, man, come on now.
He's the Godfather.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm very excited to see this matchup because Ty seems to be a person that likes to play games and he likes to try to get into your head.
And Bibiani just seems unbothered.
I mean, I feel like he is just, if there was a person that's like, I'm rubber, you're glue, but things just bouncing off of him, I feel like that's Bibiani.
When you've gone against people like Ben Bateman, John Roca, Jeff Snyder,
exactly.
When you've gone up against players like that, it's like, what else can you throw at him?
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah. I'm very interested. So our next match.
He's got so much soap, it just slips off of him.
Salt Cat soap on Etsy. Go buy soap. It's great. It smells great.
Looks great.
Looks great.
It looks so great. I don't want to use it.
I know. Like that's the thing. If I use it, it's going to go away. But I also want clean hands because Corona.
Darn, we'll just have to buy more.
I guess.
Shoot.
Jesus. Okay. Now we head into the
throwdown.
It's
mini gauntlet.
Double main event.
A double overcard, as we say in these parts.
Double overcard, although they weren't over anything, but still, it is what it is,
Yep. We've
got Chance, the Cobra Ellison of Corruption, versus Jeff the Snyder.
They did have to comment on
the
his black
stars.
Gloves in this one. It's like, if you're going to do digital, man, you're going to have to take the gloves off because it is kind of hard to see.
I know.
Or jack up your ring light.
Don't get Andrew started on ring lights. Andrew's not a fan of ring lights.
They have their use.
They have their applications.
And more than 80% of the people out there don't use them properly.
I'm telling you.
It's a tool in your lighting arsenal. Use them properly.
He could go on.
I can rant on in hours about ring lights.
Especially when somebody in a Schmoedown match or TikTok, YouTube, if they're wearing glasses and you can see ring lights in their glasses, your skin starts crawling.
If I see it, it's like, all right, where I can tell by the reflection in your eyes and your glasses where your ring light is.
Yeah.
And if it's in the proper place, I'm like, all right, you know exactly what you're doing. But then if it's like, I can tell it's like above your camera or off to the side, it's like, bounce it off the wall.
What if somebody took their camera and then put their ring light around their camera?
That's what it's meant for. That's what it's meant for. Yes, that's why it's a ring. Your camera goes in the circle. That's what a ring light is for.
Can I patent that?
That's what drives me insane.
Might be a little too late.
That's what drives me insane. People are like,
I've literally never seen somebody do that.
That's what it's meant for.
Huh. Interesting. It's usually always like right here. You ever
see rap videos or makeup artists? You do it all the time, and you can see it clearly around their pupils.
Yes.
They're putting their camera lens in the circle because it's supposed to put even light across your entire face.
Right.
That's what it's meant for.
So if you see it in the center of their eyes, dead center, like it's a part of their iris, then they're probably got a position right.
Mm-hmm. You see it a lot in rap videos because it's meant to even light your face at a close distance.
Andrew, he could go on and on. Yeah, ring lights are kind of a sore subject. Round one.
Just buy this $90 like it was an aperture. It's not. I just bought it, a $90 aperture light, brightest light. It's this big. It's the brightest little thing I've ever bought. Bounce it off your wall. Beautiful lighting.
Nice, beautiful, soft lighting.
Nice, beautiful, even soft lighting. It flows off your face like butter. I'm gonna make a video and put it on my TikTok, put it on the YouTube.
I'm surprised you haven't.
I'm gonna put it all over my socials. Like, hey, you want, especially for people in our space, you want to light your scene? Like, I can do it with 2 lights
that don't involve rings.
That don't involve rings, and you can do it for $20. You can do it for $20.
I'm surprised you haven't.
I don't know why I haven't. Time. I got other things to worry about.
That's true. Round one. They both. Anyways,
Sorry.
let's
Sorry.
rewind here.
Sorry.
We got Chance and Jeff Snyder here.
Sorry, that was a really bad tangent.
Round one. They both missed a question about Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, the tuxedo. I forgot Jennifer Love Hewitt was in that movie.
I never even heard of the movie.
Jackie Chan.
Oh,
so yeah, it's a
Jennifer Love Hewitt was in a movie with Jackie Chan.
Yeah, it was about Jackie Chan was I think he was a cab driver. It was he drove for secret agent. His tuxedo was like an advanced technology that made him fight really. He was a strong fighter and stuff like that. That's what the tuxedo made you a good fighter and a strong. Like, it was this huge piece of tech, and somehow Jackie got a hold of it and he put it on and he started beating the crap out of people.
I don't think Jackie Chan needs that.
Yeah, well, that was the premise of the film.
Okay, 7-7. Round two.
I didn't say it was a great film.
I can tell it wasn't a great film. Round two. Chance gets opponent's choice. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, this. I really wanted to be my 2 cents.
Jeff Snyder doesn't have a manager in this match. Mm-hmm. Roxy was unavailable,
and he opted to have no manager.
He opted to represent himself. And I don't know.
Move. I do not get this move.
I don't know if Jeff isn't aware of Chance's
IG success
or his strengths, considering he won an IG tournament.
Yeah.
And for some reason Jeff goes, I don't know how good he is in Wizarding World. But the thing is it's like,
that sounds like a thing he would put on there.
When you look at the wheel, when there's like random
IG categories,
not even just IG, random categories. Mm-hmm. Like, you can kind of pick out, they don't usually put James Bond on a wheel.
Mm-hmm. They don't usually put Star Wars on the wheel.
They don't usually put Star Wars. They don't usually put Harry Potter, Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it does happen with a lot of IG movies or franchises. Mm-hmm. But that's usually not just going to be a standard wheel option.
Yeah, we felt real spicy. We're going to put it on the wheel for you guys. It's like, no, that sounds like something your opponent chose.
That sounds like something one of you put on the wheel, and if you didn't, they think they did. Yeah. But he said, I'm not sure how good Chance is in Wizarding World. I'm going to give it to him, and that way it takes it off the wheel for myself.
I do not understand.
It's reverse slice hunting.
At this, we said it. He's outplaying himself in this situation.
This was a very big oversight. And had Roxy been there, I don't think this would have happened.
Yeah.
He basically gave Chance spinner's choice. Mm-hmm. And
it almost paid off, though.
Well,
Chance had a 2-point miss that wasn't stolen.
Right.
So it had Jeff would have somehow stolen that. It's like, whoa, greatest move ever. This is a huge gamble. Like, you give the person that won the IG tournament last season Wizarding World just because you don't want to spin it. It's we said it like a 1 in 6 chance.
I think there's 12 slices on the wheel. Mm-hmm. So you have a 1 in 12. But if you also take opponent's choice into account, if you take opponent's choice into an account and think, oh, maybe they would give me that slice because they know I don't like it. Mm-hmm. So that gives you 2 out of 12, a 1 out of 6 chance. But that's not even guaranteed that they're going to give you that slice.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's Jeff Snyder and everybody knows he doesn't like IG.
Yeah.
But you have either a 1 in 6 or a 1 in 12 chance of landing on that slice. I feel like giving it to him to take it off the wheel for you is a risky move.
It's very risky. You're outplaying yourself at this point. It's like, why not give him something that you know he's either weak in or something you're strong in? Because there's a chance that you can get a steal. And had he gotten that steal, that would have been the best move ever.
I don't think it would have been strategic. I think it would have been luck.
Yeah.
It would not have been, let me give him Harry Potter because I'm sure he's going to miss something.
It would have happened to be a really good move because out of pure dumb luck, he got a question.
Exactly. It would have just turned into a lucky move.
Yeah, but
it didn't.
This was very puzzling. I was like, why are you, what?
I don't think he was aware. Because he said, I'm not sure how good he is. Yeah. And then the very first question was some, crazy, what was this crazy? What was
Dobby's whatever?
Oh,
something,
yeah. It's
something
on
to do with Dobby.
Something about being a free elf. And Chance, without hesitation, he goes, oh, okay, well, there's my answer.
Yeah.
About how good.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
I guess he's good at
all
IG.
the berries.
Whoops, all berries.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Overwatch. Jeff, I don't know. He doesn't really strike me as a person who's
a strategic player,
up to date on everybody else in the Schmoedown. Mm-hmm. I could be wrong, but I assume that he jumps in and he plays when it's his turn to play. I don't think he's out there researching his opponents, as evidenced by this match. Yeah. I don't know. I could be wrong, but it didn't. If you did any homework on Chance Ellison, you would know not to give him Wizarding World.
Yeah.
Anyways. 2-point miss, surprisingly, but it happens.
And it was a difficult question too.
It was like a year.
It was a year.
Something about a year in the movie. Yeah. Not a movie release date, but like a year
where the movie takes place.
But it was not stolen. Jeff goes. So otherwise he swept the rest of it.
Yeah.
Jeff goes. He spins away from Guillermo del Toro, gets Thrillers, gets a perfect round 2. 13-15 in favor of Jeff now. Round 3. 2-pointer for Chance, Oscars. Tom Hanks won his first Best Actor Oscar for playing lawyer Andrew Beckett in what film from director Jonathan Demme? Philadelphia. Got it. 2-pointer for Jeff. Brad Pitt.
Daddy.
Ooh. I haven't seen him in a while.
Wait, say it again?
Brad Pitt.
Ooh.
Brad Pitt was nominated for an Oscar for Best Actor for what 2008 David Fincher film? The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Got it. 3-pointer for Chance. Tom Hanks, he's back. Ted Danson, Nathan Fillion, Bryan Cranston, and Paul Giamatti appear in what 1990s Tom Hanks film? Saving Private Ryan.
Forgot what's his name was in it.
He missed it, surprisingly. So we stay with Chance. 5-pointer. Denzel Washington. What 1987 Denzel Washington movie is set in South Africa? We could talk about
Jeff.
This question in a bit. Cry of Freedom, he got it. So now we bounce back to Jeff. 3-pointer for Jeff, fantasy sci-fi. Brigitte Nielsen stars alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger in this 1985 epic sword and sorcery film.
I said the same thing he did. Conan the Barbarian.
I said nothing because I had no idea. Red Sonja. He missed it. Would that be considered an IG movie? Maybe. Sword and sorcery?
If it's on the category list, maybe. We'll talk to IG people. I don't know.
Curious.
Yeah.
Sounds like something that would be IG-ish. All right. So, now we're down to the 5-pointer. 5-pointer because if he got that 3-pointer, at least if he missed the 5, it would be sudden death. But that's off the table now. 5-pointer for Jeff. New releases. KJ Appa plays real-life musician Jeremy Camp in what 2020 religious-themed film? I Still Believe. He did miss it. So with that, 17-20 in favor of Chance. Moving forward. No, this is not a tournament match. Yeah, this is
he gets the first spot in the number one contender match.
Out of tournament little bracket thing, mini gauntlet. So
Chance is having an amazing year. He's having an amazing year.
He's on fire.
I think the two front runners right now for player of the year, Chance Ellison and Ethan Irwin. In my eyes, those are the two front runners right now.
Probably.
I mean, people, toot my own horn, people have said, hey, what about Andrew Dimalanta in the Star Wars division? One, I'm a specialty player. It's really
single division.
Yeah, it's single division. Really hard to nominate a specialty player for player of the year.
You're talking about these two guys. Are 3 division competitors. 3 divisions and alone. Excelling.
And still, it's still yet to see what I have to do for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So I really don't put myself in that category at all because it's hard for me in one division.
Yeah, you got these guys.
Yeah, I mean, 3 divisions.
Ethan's
are being
got a belt.
Good.
Chance has had belts and 3 divisions. And that's wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, the end of this match definitely ended on a
controversial,
dramatic
note.
Yeah, I guess. we all know that Jeff is a competitor that tends to be an open book as far as how he feels about questions.
He's very animated, very fiery. He's really, got a big spark.
Usually Roxy tries to rein him in, but Roxy wasn't there this time, so he was just kind of, free balling it.
I really don't know how much this would have helped him on his 5.
But she's not going to put an answer in his head just by being there.
It really would have helped to rein him in a bit, because you can tell, like in the second round, beginning of the third, there's a lot getting to him. And like,
I mean, second round, he got a perfect round too.
Yeah.
So nothing really got to him there, to his credit.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know if it threw him off his game. I don't know, because I don't think that he would have pulled his 5 regardless. He said he had no idea. But, when Chance gets his 5-pointer, what was it? Cry of Freedom.
Yeah.
And he gets the question asked, and Jeff gets up, starts throwing his hands around.
Come on, how is that a 5-pointer type of thing?
It's so easy, which is interesting because it's basically a shot at the question writers.
Yeah.
If he had to,
Yeah, and then the reverse of that, when he gets his 5, he's like, who the hell would know this? And they had to bleep him out at some point, which I don't know what he said. I'm not a lip reader.
Yeah.
But it ain't good because I had to bleep it out. And then
he's
like,
beeps.
Yeah, he's like, who the hell knows this? And obviously Chance knew it because he wrote it down.
Yeah.
So it's like Jeff is one of these competitors. It's kind of like, it's like, I love the fire. And obviously he cares enough to where he gets upset in situations like this. But at the same time, it's like, you've been around the block several times.
Yeah.
You've been a part of this game for a long time. At some point, you've got to like set a good example for the rookies coming in. Represent the league in a way that we would want it to be represented. And like Andy likes this, kind of like, it kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth sometimes. It's kind of like, Jeff, come on, I know you love this game, but like,
because I don't know if this would be considered character work or if this is just genuine
Jeff.
Emotions.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's character work. Then cool,
maybe,
I guess.
Yeah.
But if it's like genuine, real, because then afterward with the post-match interviews, they said that he was too hot, too fired up, didn't want to give a post-match interview. So I don't know. I don't know if this is character. I don't know if this is genuine emotions. I'm not sure. I get it. Big loss.
Oh, yeah.
It sucks.
No, losing sucks. Yeah, absolutely.
But,
Yeah. But even there have been, the best of the best have lost big matches, and they still have to do the interview, and they still have to, put a face on.
Yeah.
And still,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, it's like, yeah, I get it, Jeff. You love the game so much, and you get real emotional. But it's like, let me, I
don't know. It's hard to comment on because a tough loss is hard. It sucks. You are mad at real, actual, genuine emotions. I am mad. I'm frustrated. I'm mad at the question. Mad at yourself. I get it.
Yeah.
So I feel bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to like.
Yeah, I don't want to like seem like we're like, oh, Jeff,
trashing him or something.
Yeah, no.
But it's just kind of like.
Yeah,
it just kind of makes me go like, oh no.
Yeah,
like
it's like, oh, we don't want to, because like we don't want people to come into this thinking like, oh, this is the kind of people, like, you know what I mean? It's like, I want to put on a good foot for new viewers, and I don't know what I'm saying.
I don't know. A lot of people are entertained by it.
Yeah.
So maybe it's character work, and maybe we're just reading too far into it. I don't know. But in any case, it was a very close match.
It was. There's some interesting moves made.
Interesting move in round 2 with the opponent's choice. Definitely. It didn't really hurt him as much as I thought it would.
Yeah. And it
actually didn't hurt him at all because he came out in the lead in round 2. So even with that, he played a great match. He just happened to pick up a 3 and a 5 that he missed, which is crazy.
Yeah, we hardly ever see that out of Jeff. A 3 and a 5 miss.
Somebody of his caliber, it's surprising. But Chance is on fire.
Absolutely.
And even he said in his post-match interview, I'm happy I got the win, but I'm not happy with how I got it.
And I was alluding to that before with when we were talking about the Saul match, that, there are good players out there, but the great players will recognize when they have to step up.
Right.
And when they can recognize like, yep, this was dumb of me. This was a stupid, ugly match.
Yeah.
And I need to get some work done, because on the other side of that, who he's going up against next, he can't have those misses.
So we're going to obviously talk about it next, but he's going up against either Adam Collins or JTE, 2 giants in this game. So, and Chance himself has proven he is one of those same giants. So He's a monster.
Yeah.
And he's been playing like a monster for the past couple of seasons.
Across 3 divisions.
Exactly. Like, he's not just getting by in IG. He's doing really well.
He's impressive in IG.
So Chance is, he's on his own level. It's insane. Mm-hmm. So let's see who he faces. We've got
the co-overcard.
JTE of the Finstock Exchange versus Adam the Coyote Collins of... Nope, that's not right. Corruption. I wrote a little FE next to his name, like Finstock Exchange. That ain't
nope.
Right. Corruption. Round 1. I made a note that I thought it was funny that Mark asked Christian what his favorite snack was.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know, back in the day or whatever. And Christian said pizza bagels. And Mark was like, you mean bagel bites? Like, yeah, that's what I said.
That's what we call them too. We call them
pizza bagels.
Yeah, pizza
bagels.
Piss man tried to deliver pizza. Couldn't reach it. Sorry. Shout out to my Overwatch name.
Lord help me.
Pizza rolls or bagel bites?
Oh. They're both the same food, just different shapes. You know? It's the same.
I have my answer.
It's the same weird square cheese that even though it melts, it still is a square. The same sauce, the same little tiny cube pepperonis.
I have my answer.
I almost want to say pizza bagels because you cook up your pizza rolls. They're hot. Lava if you bite into them. I mean, first of all, it's a rookie move to bite into a hot pizza roll. What are you doing? Like, if you
open that bitch up and
if you bite into the middle of a pizza roll that just came out of the oven, you are asking for trouble.
Yeah.
A world of pain, burnt mouth, burnt chin, like maybe even getting some of that lava on your hands. I don't know, but you're asking for it.
What's your answer?
I feel like I would say pizza bagels.
Pizza rolls.
Would you?
I would say pizza rolls. Come on, man. There's nothing better than pizza rolls. I will say, drunk and stupor, I go bagel bites for the lava reason alone.
Because they cool off faster.
Yeah. But like if I'm like, bachelor day in and up, and it's like, I'm hungry. Pizza rolls.
I don't know. I could both of them. I would take them both.
I would go pizza rolls over that, but like, yeah. I mean, that's a risky run with with pizza rolls. Like, are they ready yet? Nope. Okay, hold on.
No, when you like crack it open and it's like a plume of smoke comes out. It's like, no, I narrowly avoided death. Yeah.
You see, go.
Oh man, it's scary when that falls on your body. Anyways, Collins missed a question about Shrek the Third,
and it was he said Shrek 2.
And then JTE missed a question about Drew Barrymore. They both missed a question about Josh Trank.
Oh, yeah.
That was rough because Collins said Justin Trank.
Yeah, it was really close.
Really close. By the end of round 1, 6-6. Round 2, Adam goes, he spins Middle Earth. If I'm not mistaken, he competed in an exhibition match about Middle Earth.
Yeah.
I think he feels comfortable there. Multiple choice twice. Got one, missed one, was not stolen. JTE goes, he spins Angela Bassett. Multiple choice one time. It was about the Queen Mother of Wakanda, I believe.
Oh, yeah. He didn't want to mispronounce the name.
With his track record. He went to multiple choice. He did get it. So 11-13 now in favor of JTE. Round 3. 2-pointer for Adam. Julia Roberts. Which actor plays the title character in the 2011 film Larry Crown? Tom Hanks. Popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, my lord, we've been all Tom Hanks, with Toy Story lately.
Oh, yeah.
Got it. 2-pointer for JTE. 1980s. Who starred in the 80s films Losing It, All the Right Moves, and Legend? Tom Cruise. Got it. 3-pointer for Adam. Pixar. Who provides the voice of Sally Carrera in the Cars franchise?
Oh, yeah. And he confuses it with another character, I think. And
yeah, the last name threw him off or something like that.
Yeah.
Bonnie Hunt was the answer. He missed it. 5-pointer for Adam. Sticking with him here. Crime. She's here to stay. Everybody better watch your crime movie. She's coming back.
She can go on hiatus after everybody studies her and then come back when everybody relaxes. That's how the Schmoedown works, people.
That's how it works. She was coming up a lot in the beginning of the year and then kind of fizzled out, and now she's back. Stephen Frears directs John Cusack and Annette Bening in what 1990 crime film?
What happened there?
It literally says Stephen Frears, director John Cusack. I'm pretty sure it just says directed maybe. Yeah. In what 1990 crime film? Grifters. He got it.
Yeah, like in no time flat. Like he didn't even blink.
3-pointer for JTE. Drew Barrymore. Which actor plays the male lead, Garrett, in the rom-com Going the Distance? Justin Long. Got it. All right. 5-pointer for JTE.
If he misses, it goes sudden death.
Animated films, which I know that he's probably not a big fan of.
Yeah.
Which 1960s animated Disney film? Ooh. Features supporting characters such as Lord Ector, Archimedes, and Madame Mim. I believe he might have done a repeat. Mm-hmm. And just kind of, I don't know, I assume maybe like an educated guess. Mm-hmm. The Sword and the Stone. He got it. 18 to 23 in favor of JTE. Whew.
I almost don't want to say these words, but you kind of have to.
I'm scared of whatever you're about to say.
Kind of an upset. I mean,
I don't know if I'd go that far.
I know it's JTE, but
yeah,
you gotta feel that a lot of people are like, oh no, Collins isn't losing. You kidding me? He's getting back to the mountaintop. It's Adam Collins, the golden boy. Took down Dan Merle, and it's a miracle run last season in the tournament.
The perception might feel like it's an upset.
Yeah. I mean, Carlos said as much, like, oh man, it's a huge upset. It's like, I wouldn't say huge upset.
He said that?
He said huge upset.
Wow.
I wouldn't say gigantic. I would not nominate it for upset of the year.
No.
Just because for the pure fact that it is JTE, but this is a bit of an upset coming from, because Collins, you've never really seen a match like this out of Collins really ever.
Yeah, he said that it definitely woke him up.
Yeah, because every competitor, I don't care who you are, with your Dan Merle, Kevin Smets,
Adam Collins,
Alex Damon, everybody has a match like this in their career. And it just happened to Collins today.
Exactly.
So,
but I don't agree that it's an upset.
No. I would say it's in my eyes, it's an upset, pure just for the fact of like JT has been playing. He's been playing really good.
Exactly.
But he's had losses here and there this season.
Hasn't everybody?
Yeah.
But, everybody has losses.
Yeah, but this season alone. And Adam Collins, the only loss he's had in the singles division is a loss to Dan Merle for the title.
I don't think it's an upset.
So, I don't know.
I think it's a little bit insulting to JT to say
I think people will say it's an upset. Because
I'm sure they will.
I'm pretty sure.
Because it's Adam Collins, golden boy.
I think in the fact that everybody had Collins in this match. Everybody had Collins beating JTE.
I don't understand. Mm-hmm. You've seen JTE. He came back without missing a beat.
And I do like that he pointed out that like he's the one that always comes out and knocks down the big new thing down a couple pegs, because he did it to Drew McQueenie. He did it to William Bibiani. Now he does it to Collins. I mean, somebody said legend killer. That's like, that would be an apt description and an apt nickname for JT at this point. Because he seems to do it to every single brand new, like up and comer, like this guy's never losing type of player. And he's like, oh, okay. I hear that. And then he serves him with a loss.
Has JTE lost this season so far?
He's lost in teams. And I don't think he has in singles.
So he has less losses than Collins in singles. If that's the case,
yeah.
If you're right, I don't know if you are, but I don't feel comfortable calling it an upset. It's JTE, Mount Rushmore player,
yeah, best
teams competitor of ever, defended the belt 82 times. He's got a record of like 212 wins and 3 losses with like 1 million knockouts. Like, what? Yeah. Like, I get it. I get because of the legacy that Adam Collins has already set up for himself in the span of one season. I get why people, he's the hot new thing. And I'm not trying to say that to downplay Adam Collins, because what he has done is
it's a miracle run.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't think that in one season that you are going to overtake
the legacy of
a
JTE.
Legacy player like JTE.
Yeah, I would almost say, like, let's forget about the upset talk and just say this is a huge statement win by JTE. This is a huge statement.
I'm okay with that, especially being away from the game for so long.
Yeah, coming into the season, it's like they signed who?
Yeah,
over who?
Ring rust? Huh?
Yeah, what? Ring
Obviously
rust?
Not.
Obviously, yeah. So this is like if people were already saying like why JTE. I mean, what is he going to do for your team, your faction?
Still saying that?
If you're still saying that after this win, it's
Wake up.
Come on, man. He just beat Adam Collins.
Yeah.
So I would almost say like forget the upset talk and just say it's a huge statement. It's a huge statement that JTE just made.
I think so, because a lot of people probably have been doubting him. So this was a big, middle finger to those people.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I still got it. It never went away. I just went away for a bit.
He fell off a scooter. That's what.
Poor guy. Yeah. But yeah, no, I don't think if this gets nominated for upset of the year, which it probably,
I don't think it should.
It probably will.
I don't think it even should. Like,
it probably will.
What would you say the biggest upset this year would probably have been?
Oh Lord,
it's so many matches to think of.
I can't even tell you what matches happened last week.
Yeah, we'd have to go through the entire schedule.
I'd have to go back and look at a lot of things because I don't remember. But this isn't it. I don't think this is an upset. I don't know. I would love to go back and look at a lot of the matches and see, but I wouldn't classify it. But I'm not going to be surprised if it's nominated.
I like one that just sticks out in my mind, probably the Chandru over Parker. That might be one.
I don't know. When you start talking about people that are top tier competitors, I don't know. That's unless you have somebody going. If you have a David going against a Goliath, and the underdog takes the win, and that rockets them into the great discussion. That's an upset, sure. But if you've got like a Chandru and a Robert Parker,
two really great players.
They were both right here already.
Yeah,
I'm never going to consider a win like that to be an upset. But if you're somebody who clearly is an underdog, sure. But I'm never going to look at Adam Collins, JTE, John Roca versus JTE. I know they're in the same faction, but like just giving like legendary names, a Dan Murrell versus a John Roca. I'm never, ever going to consider any of those wins to be upsets because they're top tier competitors.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just my 2 cents.
Well, put them in the comments, people. Let us know what you think the biggest upset this season has been. Like thus far.
Had Perry Nemiroff beaten Ben Bateman?
Oh yeah, that was
huge upset. I mean, just like her with Kalinowski last year. Huge upset. Think it was nominated. So
I think it won.
That's a tremendous upset. Yes. But you got these two former champs going against each other. Sorry. I don't care who wins. It's not gonna be an upset.
Yeah.
Unless JTE came back and just was kind of not doing well.
Yeah, lost his first couple
and then
matches.
started shaking the dust off and the rust off. Yeah. But he didn't. He came back full force. Yeah. Not missing a beat. So, not an upset to me.
Yeah.
But, so next week, we are jam-packed, my friends. God. Good Lord.
We're going to do the cliff notes. It's like, we're not going to do recaps. We're just like give our thoughts on the matches. I think we'll just do that next week just to save us some time. This person
won, that person won. Good match.
I think that's what we'll do. We won't go beat by beat. We'll just go. We'll see.
We'll see how it goes.
It's so many matches.
We'll see how much time we have. Okay. Tuesday?
Are they releasing early?
Don't get mad at me. That's what the website says. Final exam of Swag versus Lightning Time of the Usual Suspects in a team's #1 contender match. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's going to be a big one. Apparently on Tuesday. Wednesday the 25th, we get Moose Haas of the Finstock Exchange versus Chance Ellison of Corruption.
Up again.
Inner Geekdom round 1. Winner of that goes against Saul. Okay. Then we have Paul Oyama of Swag going against Nick Harley of the Stars in a singles tournament round 1 matchup. Then on Friday the 27th, we've got Brendan. A lot's happening on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Brendan Meyer of the Quirky Mercs versus Jacoby Bancroft of the Stars in a singles round 1 tournament. Oof. Then we've got these next 2 matches also on Friday. This Interdictum title match between Mike Kalinowski of Corruption versus Chandru Dandapani of Swag. Oh man, I'm so excited for this match.
Can Mike defend? That's like the last thing on his resume that he has to do.
So excited.
He just has to defend.
And then also we have a Battlefield with a singles number 1 contender match. And this, now we know, will be between Chance Ellison and JTE. The winner will face the winner of Erwin
Marisol in New York.
So, huge week next week.
Oh my God.
Can't wait. Lots to talk
about. We might have to abbreviate our recaps.
We'll see. We'll see.
Just to save us some time, because there's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll see.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and end here. 5 matches, over an hour. So,
oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Time isn't? Okay. Yeah. All right. Whatever.
It's
I can deal with that.
Yeah. We got stuff to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mostly work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyways.
Oh, why did it get so awkward?
Sorry. Just trying to get out of here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Star Wars competitor Nicki Dimalanta, where can they find you online?
Twitter. Dimmy. DIMMMYYY.
As for me, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Drew Dimalanta, DIMALANTA, on TikTok at Drew_Dimalanta. If you're listening to us on audio form, please follow the feed and rate us, please.
If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon in the lower right-hand corner. See when we do things on YouTube.
Things include Radcast. Last one went up last week.
Yes.
And it's a good one. I really liked that last episode. So go ahead and give that one a listen. Episode 5? Yeah, episode 5 of the Radcast.
Sure.
It's awesome. So thank you for joining us on this episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. We'll see you next time.